We live. We back on the Plant and Seeds podcast with
Sade.
So this is interesting because usually I think I've only interviewed musicians, so you're the first actual like other type of creative to be up here. So why don't you tell the people what you do?
So I am Sade Elliott. I am a designer, a stylist, a creative. Just a creative.
Yeah.
But all around, just a stylist, designer.
Okay, so on your Instagram, you say I saw you. It says that you style for somebody, so you're a stylist for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still open. I style basically anybody that, I take clients.
Yeah.
But my main client, I would say, is Dora. Hi, Dora.
Hi, Dora.
Shout out to Dora.
That's what's up. How did you meet them?
I met Dora literally through Instagram. So, I don't know if y'all remember the Slime Language album, the most recent one.
Okay, yeah.
So when that came out, Dora, she had a song on there, and so basically everyone on there, I was just hitting them up like on Instagram, and I do this all the time.
That's
like,
a good idea.
Kind of the story
actually.
I was talking about earlier.
We're gonna get into that because like although this is like kind of like just interview, I do want people to be able to learn stuff because I'm sure you have tips and shit that you can tell people like maybe that want to do, because networking is huge. So like
Definitely.
I like to tell people like if you anything you want to do, you need to start hitting people up and telling them about what you do.
Yes, because all you can do is get left on red or
Or them say
whatever
no.
you ask, they can say no to. Like, and if you're scared of that, then you don't need to even be doing whatever it is.
It's not the industry for you.
Literally.
Yeah. But sorry to interrupt your story.
Oh, so I mean, I'll kind of try to make this long story short, but I basically hit up everybody that was on the album, like including Thug. So like Thug, like literally everybody. Like it's so many people on the album, but yeah. So I hit up everybody. Whether it was like sending them a DM, whether it was like commenting under like, you know how like you spam somebody's comments and say like something like, I'm a designer, I'm trying to work about whatever it is, like however I worded it. And then basically she was the only person that like responded back. She had replied to a comment, or actually I think she commented on one of my pictures. She didn't reply to like the DM or anything. She commented on one of my pictures and was like, she was like, you hard or something like that, or you dope, something like that. She was like, you dope, send me your number or DM me. So I DM'd her, and then she was like, send me your number. So then I sent her my number. She texted me or FaceTimed me, and then basically from that day, like, it was just up from there. Like,
that's what's up. So how long ago was that?
That was, I mean, I could look at my phone and get the exact date, but I want to say maybe around like May.
Oh, so this year?
Yeah, this was this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So I hit her up this year, earlier this year, and then maybe a month later, I went to Atlanta, like, on my own, and then Gunna had a birthday party. So that might have been, like, the first week of June. So I just happened to be in Atlanta, right? I hit up Dora. I'm like, hey, I'm in Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. She's like, all right, pull up to the studio. So I come to the studio. At the studio, it's everyone there. Like, I'm not expecting that. I'm just thinking,
You think it's just going to
I'm
be
just
a
pulling up
private
to
session?
her, yeah, to her studio, whatever. But I'm just in her room or whatever, her studio room. I watch her record a song, whatever. I bought her some clothes to try on. She's like, hey, Gunna's birthday tomorrow. Trying to go to the party. No, she was like, you trying to style me? I'm like, shit, okay.
Yeah.
But mind you,
you weren't prepared because you had just...
Yeah, mind you, we already had talked on Instagram like a month before this.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we initially talked. But then I just happened, like I said, came to Atlanta. And mind you, I got a friend that lived down there. I have a couple of friends that live there.
Oh, so you weren't even there to meet with her. You just were there on some other...
Yeah, that's like a month later, like in June. Yeah. I came there on my own. Like,
oh, okay.
I'm coming
not
here,
even expecting to...
Yeah, nothing having to do with it. So then, I'm trying to make this story short because it's like...
No, I mean, this is like... I usually plan for like an hour. So, I mean, just...
So, yeah, she's like, style me for his birthday or whatever. So then, long story short, I style her, and of course, I go with her as well. So then, I'm not expecting. I didn't come there
to go to Gunna's party.
Yeah, so that shit was like kind of cool. Whatever.
That's lit.
So yeah, and then maybe a month later is when I styled her video. So like she flew me and everything.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, they took care of me. Shout out
so they
to
got
YSL.
they got budgets out there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. How was the party?
It was definitely different, and like y'all know, I don't really do clubs too much.
So was that a club?
Yeah. It was at a club. It was like a Playboy theme type party, and like that itself was kind of crazy itself because it was like, of course, all the girls came dressed up like as Playboy bunnies, typical outfit. So of course they needed bunny ears. Tell me why, as a stylist, I had to literally go to so many stores
and find bunny ears.
You know that every single party city, every place was sold out of bunny ears. Like this was a thing.
Just
like,
because of that event.
You would think it's Black Friday.
Yeah.
And all the stores, when you call, they're like, oh. And I'll ask about the bunny ears. They're like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, it's a party or something. I'm like,
that's crazy.
I've never, like, this is something I've never.
That's pretty specific.
Experienced before.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
I'm
so
like,
how did you what did you do? Like, how did you come up with that alternative? Because you couldn't find the bunny ears at the party cities, right?
No, I didn't find any bunny ears, but her outfit didn't specifically need bunny. She wasn't wearing like one of those outfits. So like, yeah, I put her in something that was, you know what I'm saying, that she was comfortable in and everything. Bunny ears wasn't too much for her outfit.
Are you like trying to make noise or like what's up? What's going on? Hello.
You see how she got still real quick? Like she like
hello.
You didn't hear her? Like she didn't hear you.
Oh no, I got one. Thanks. Oh, I was saying you could have a slice of that pizza because I'm probably not gonna eat it all. Okay.
Oh yeah, but
yeah,
I don't know where I was at in that story. But basically, I don't know.
That's lit.
Yeah.
What kind of outfit did you plan for her?
She wanted to do like something that wasn't like revealing like the bunny ears.
Yeah, that's I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure everybody looked like that.
Yeah, and then it was people either dressed like that or they just had on kind of anything really. But we did like an oversized blazer, like a onesie or leotard, and all black, and
I'm about to pick you up. Back up. Well, she sure got over here. She'll probably be back. That's lit. That's crazy. Like, I just think it's crazy that you didn't even like have that on your mind like at all. Like you weren't planning at all to even see her, and then somehow y'all link up, and then you end up at Gunna's. Did you see him?
Yeah, he was at. So when I was saying when I pulled up to the studio, so the Friday night was. So say I got to Atlanta, I maybe spent maybe 2 weeks in Atlanta during that.
Oh, okay.
But I initially got there like white bunch. Oh, my bad. Initially, that Friday I got there, that was when I went to the studio with her. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and he was there.
Yeah, and he was there. So that Saturday, the next day, was the birthday party.
Oh,
so
that's crazy.
The first day I got there, it's like,
the first day you got there?
I'm linking with her, all right, but I'm at the studio. She's like, oh, shit, he has a birthday party tomorrow. Like, they were all just talking about it, like, not Gunna her, but her and, like, it was other people in there. Shout out to Dakota, Amina, that's her manager.
Dakota and Amina.
Yeah, Dakota, she's an artist on YSL.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, she's one of Keith's artists, but you know how like there's some people that's like they're like, oh, this is their artist. Like, yeah, she's his artist, but she's also her own like
she has.
Yeah, she hard too. Yeah, check her out too.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. But all of them, like, it was a lot of them in the studio, like a lot of the YSL artists, and they all like just treat you like you regular, like like as if you're supposed to be there, like
I mean,
because if you think about it, I was the only one out of everyone there that wasn't normally there. Like everyone there is like,
oh, they know each other.
yeah,
They
like
all
they
be
upstairs
around.
playing pool, like, you know,
Got
shooting
you.
dice, like smoking shit.
I get that vibe from them. Like I've seen a couple of like vlogs.
Like I didn't even notice when I walked past Thug. Like no bullshit.
You didn't even know it was Thug.
Like you know, Thug is tall and noticeable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I walked past him and didn't realize until Dora was like, "Oh yeah," or actually, I'm lying. She didn't say nothing. She walked up to him, of course, gave him a hug. Like that's her brother, so
okay.
She walked up to him, gave him a hug.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, that's
but it wasn't some shit. It was like a humbling like kind of experience because it wasn't like, oh shit, this is Young Thug. Oh shit, there's Gunna right there. Let me put my phone out. Like it was like, I don't even have no pictures of them. Other than, I'm not gonna lie, at the club I do have pictures of them, but not
with them.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, let me get like.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I'm trying to be cool. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I was supposed to be there, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, I mean that's
always there. That makes sense.
That's really wild. Like I was not expecting that.
Like it wasn't no weird shit. Like I walked by and it's like, who is this bitch? It was
they're not looking
at you
like,
oh, hey, what's up? Like,
what's up? Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Who are you?
Yeah, like, what's up?
That's did you have any
like,
conversations with them?
Me like, oh yeah, this is my stylist. Like this is my homegirl.
Oh, okay. Did y'all like? Did he like shake your hand or like?
I mean, I saw Thug multiple times. Like he was at the shoot. Like that's what I'm saying. That from the first day I seen them, it was like, I don't want to say weird, but it was like a cool feeling because it seemed like they were just
acting like you just be there too.
Yeah. So then the next time I see them, it's just like, oh yeah, like
what's up?
She be around type shit.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's so
like I seen all their family, met all their family. Like they was all at the shoot. You know how they have like not dressing rooms, but like the shoot was like at an Airbnb, so like her dressing room was like in an actual bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So you know, all the family was like
bedroom.
Basically like the whole room turned into a dressing room.
Yeah.
So like the the family and stuff was chilling in there.
So you said that's her real brother?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
It's like I want to say, I don't want to get the number wrong, but it might be like 8 of them or more or less.
Interesting.
It's Thug, Umfu, Dora, Dolly. I'm missing some, but
I didn't know he had that many
they're
siblings.
all on the album. All of them.
So how big is the group? I mean, like, you're mentioning people I've never even heard of.
So, like, after this interview, no bullshit, I'm putting you on.
Okay, I'm getting put on because, okay.
I know you know Keed. I know you know
Yeah, no. I do know. I know. No. Yeah.
Duke, Lil Duke, Gunna.
Yeah. I feel like definitely the female artists I'm not as hip to just because I don't see them as much.
But it's crazy because they're always on all the tapes. Like all these people that are on the
He's not somebody I don't listen to them that much. I actually no, and it's not I'm very like, I don't know.
Maybe, all right, have you listened to Thug or just not like all of them?
So I've been listening to some of the recent music and I really, really like it. So that's why I'm like,
if you like the recent one, you're really gonna like the older one.
Okay.
I like all of his music, but I like his older. I might have more favorites of his older songs.
And maybe like, I feel like I've opened up my palette some because like I started off listening to like Lil Wayne and shit like that, and then I was starting to listen to Tyler and then Frank Ocean, and then I got more poppy, and then I started.
I always had like a medium with that for some reason. If that makes sense.
Like what?
It always seems like, I don't know if this if you agree with this, but it seems like, all right, you either have like the Tyler, Smino, Taste,
a phase.
No, Taste, or you have Lil Wayne, G Herbo.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've always had like the mix of like I can have like the Chief Keef.
It's the
Sade, Erica, SZA, and then let them go back to some.
And it's interesting too. Like I was listening to SZA before, like she was doing the kind of music. She looked She looked completely different when I was listening to her, and like she made completely different music, like the type of stuff. And I was on that like what I was saying. Like you can kind of get an idea. Like I don't listen to that stuff anymore, but like at that time, I probably wasn't listening.
I still like the old stuff though.
No, I do like it. I'm just saying, like, I usually listen to my music in chunks. So, like, I'm not...
Like, this is its time to listen
right,
to it.
Right, because like I like everything I like. It's just sometimes like I'm more in this kind of mood. Like right now I've been listening to a lot of Detroit rap, a lot of like
Y&J and Rio and shit.
Yes,
I
like bro, I be listening to like
them niggas is so smart. Like the way they rap, they say crazy shit, but it's like
crazy. Like bro, he be saying some crazy shit,
right.
and I'm just like,
y'all listen. I know I brought up Sween earlier. Like,
yeah,
have y'all listened to Sween's actual music? Like,
have I?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've listened to it's so funny. A lot of
this nigga
people
be saying some crazy shit.
He's
Sween,
crazy. Like he's crazy talented.
Shout out to Sween and AJ question mark. Them niggas crazy.
Yeah, like he
and UV. Shout out to UV.
This is your third shout out, UV, because she been talking about
UV.
you all
shout out to
night.
UV.
We gotta get her on the interview. Like I actually want to get her on the interview too, because
every time I do an interview
everybody
or
been telling me
anything,
to do that.
I'm telling them like, even shout out to Off World Podcast and Sell Mirror and all them. Like
shout out, we got a collab.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, that would be literally that would be cool.
Yeah,
if you're down to actually do that too.
I am. Yeah, for sure. Like I'm really trying to take this as far. Like
after this interview, I'm literally about to sit with you and be like,
what's good?
Send this person. All right, but you need to sit with this person.
All right, cool. Cause like that's so crazy.
I can definitely see y'all like vibing on a podcast interview or whatever. Yeah, he makes music as well.
Yeah. Cause I didn't know if you know I made music or not. Cause I don't
think I did, but I did know that. Are you talking about making music? Like
I do everything.
I think I knew that you made the beats, but are you talking about you make like you rap and stuff, sing?
I have songs
didn't know that.
out. Yeah.
I definitely need to listen to some.
Yeah, like I'm trying to really do more. It's just like it's a lot of. I have a personal life, so like it's a lot going on in my personal life that's kind of getting in the way of what I'm doing now. But I still manage to I still do it. Like it's just not at the level that I want. Cause I really, if it were up to me, I would be doing interviews like 3 times a week or something. Yeah, like every day. No, for real.
Shit,
and doing other types of media, and cause I like other types of media too. But we won't get into all of that for me, cause this is your interview. But
shit, we can.
But yeah, no, like I wasn't even expecting to. I just feel like this whole podcast is just me meeting random ass people, and then cause literally,
I low-key wanted to ask you what made you want to interview me.
Cause you're a stylist and like.
Oh, you never had him?
No, I've never had a stylist on the podcast, and I rarely meet stylists that I fuck with their style too.
Oh wait.
So like,
I agree.
I was just like, okay.
Cut that out. No, matter of fact, leave that. I don't give a fuck.
No, because it's specific. Like, I mean, not everybody. I mean, everybody has their own type of style, and I don't knock anybody's style, because if you have style, I like it. I have like, there's genres of style, you know. So like, I like the streetwear. I've always liked, you know, the baggy clothes. Not always, but now I'm kind of on the like baggy clothes, and
I've definitely turned to baggy like for the past maybe like a year or two.
What sparked that?
I don't know. It might sound weird to say, and I might be lying because I don't know if this is the real answer, but like, if I feel like too much of like the skinny shit was going on, so I'm like, I'm sorry, I keep going away from my.
No, you're good.
Too much of the skinny. Like,
I feel like you're trying to match my body language.
The skinny look was going on, and I was like, I'm tired of this, or maybe like I don't want to look like everybody else. Like
yeah, no,
so
it's
like, let me go baggy. Even though I'm not saying like I'm the only we the only people wearing baggy shit. Like a lot of people are wearing baggy stuff. I feel like
the people there are a certain type of people that are gonna do what people aren't. So like there's like I just feel like everything's 90-10. So there's like a 10% of people that's gonna do the complete opposite of what the 90% is doing by default. Yeah. So if everybody's wearing skinnies, like they're gonna start shifting to, because they probably was in skinnies first.
I won't be a hypocrite and say that though, because I definitely, there's certain trends that I might like follow along for a certain amount of time, and then all right, I don't want to like. I'm done. Certain trends is like kind of cringy, so it's like I try to stay away from trends. But as a stylist, I obviously have to be aware of them, right,
and incorporate it.
You feel me? So it's like I get that part, but when it comes to me saying me being a hypocrite, when it came to like certain eras in fashion. Like, remember, like, when everyone was wearing colored skinny, like the jerkin era, like, I was a part of that. So I'm not gonna say I was trying to be like, not everybody.
Yeah,
like,
no.
But then it comes to a point, like,
yeah.
because I did used to wear skinnies, and then I would be like, all right, I'm tired of wearing fucking skinnies.
Yeah.
Like, I wear a lot of camos. Like, I'll be in baggy sweats, like baggy jeans, like.
To me, like, I was
or
wearing...
I'll have something, I'll taper something, but it might be like baggy at the bottom or like baggy in the middle, somewhere weird or different.
Okay,
like,
so when did you start sewing?
Like, my first time ever really sewing was when I was like in middle school. You know, like those cooking and like sewing class, like half and half.
Yeah, I took that. Yeah,
made my first pair of sweatpants. I was like 12. Thought I did some shit like.
No,
but I'm not gonna lie, I did not do bad on them shit at all.
No,
like,
I'm telling you, pants are, out of anything, I feel like pants are one of the more difficult pieces to sew, because shorts are so easy. You lay them on top of each other and you just...
It's like
I was making pillows. I was making pillows and teddy bears for the battered women's shelter, and the lady never let us take any of the teddy bears home because they were all for the women at the battered shelter. And as a child, you're like, well, I feel for these women, but can I get one bear that I made? Like,
not they had y'all doing labor.
Like, literally, I'm like, that's so crazy to me that you are literally not letting us at least take one of the bears that we made. Like, I get it. We're making them for the women. We're children. We're supposed to be, like, at least take home our projects and stuff. But we would do it, like, that's what we did all day long. Like, we would, not all day long. It wasn't a sweatshop. But, like, during our class time, that's pretty much all we did for, like, the last 6 months of school.
Go ahead, open a lawsuit on these people.
A lawsuit.
Because this story does not sound like it should be okay. Like,
it was a decent school, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but so I think I started at, like, probably the beginning of high school. I started because my mom had an old one, and then she never told me she sewed, and then I think I mentioned it to her, and so I was like, I think I started with, like, trying to tailor my clothes because they didn't fit how I wanted it. So
that's what I would do.
This guy that I watched, his name is Jacob, but he went by Always Fresh Apparel. And he used to make a lot of fashion videos, like, when it was first a thing. Like, he's one of the older creators that doesn't make as much content now.
I used to watch this dude called Andrew. Something about Andrew Ken. He would sew and taper. Ken Andrew Daly. Yeah, Ken Andrew. I know him. Yeah, I used to watch him a lot too. But when I first started at 12, though, I wouldn't really do anything. Like, I wouldn't do too much. Like, my grandma, she always sewed, like, she's always sewn her whole life, actually. So she kind of definitely taught me, and then I would learn on YouTube. But I didn't start doing that until, like, after college. Like, I was maybe 19, and I started actually.
I feel like it was the opposite. Like, I started early, and then I stopped when I got to college. And now I'm, like, really, I want to pick it back up just because, like, it's just so convenient. Like, I used to thrift a lot, so
me too. I was about to say, when I
so
first
helpful.
Started, like, when I was in college, I started the thrifting. I mean, I was thrifting since, like, middle school, like, actually thrifting.
I wish I was,
like, I would thrift, like, crazy windbreakers and
I wish I was thrifting.
Crazy shit.
I was so focused on
before
the
Aeropostale. Changed it and started selling vintage tees for $100. Like,
yeah, that
y'all were tripping. Like,
luckily, there's and
I started a business with that shit.
Oh, you did?
Like some, I wouldn't call it a fake business, but vintage apparel started from that. Like, my clothing brand started from.
Oh, okay.
Me thrifting vintage clothes from the thrift store. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to call this vintage apparel. Like, this Big Cartel website. So it was vintageapparel.bigcartel.com.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
Big
then
Cartel.
I would post, like, you know, Nike windbreakers. All right, maybe $30, $40.
And there was a time where, like, there wasn't a lot of online shops that sold vintage stuff.
I literally, I feel like I started, and then it's crazy because I feel like when I got serious into not doing that too much, I was like, there's too much of this. Like, there's too much of this.
Yeah, there's a lot.
BS reselling. Let me stop doing this. Even though I could have taken it the other way if I wanted to, or maybe if I didn't have the passion for actually making clothes, I would be like, I would have took that to the level. All right,
but you
let
have
me get a store
options
for that shit.
Yeah, no, it's still a
definitely-
big market for
yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah,
definitely not a bad thing. But I feel like for myself,
you,
I was
yeah.
like, this isn't fun anymore. Like,
yeah. Because
but then see, some people could say the same for what I actually do, like styling and designing. But like, I know it's definitely oversaturated nowadays because everyone
does everything.
Stylist, designer, mixed clothes. But it's like,
to me, I feel like it's not about. It's more about personality now. So it's like you can do whatever you do, but like people really care more about the person that you are, and then if they need you for that, they will come to you first. It's not
because there's definitely a lot,
or
like
they might
everyone
create
knows someone that does something.
Yeah, and they usually just go to the person that they know, or if they're willing to spend them like more money, they might see somebody that they've been wanting or whatever the case. So
definitely,
I think it's never been a better time, to be honest. Like, I feel like if you do good work, it's never been a better time to, because
if you just start now, like there's some people that be like, oh, it's too late. Like,
it's not. It's still early.
I feel like I started late.
I'm telling you, like, it's
I feel like I'm old as shit. Like when I was talking about age, I'm like,
no, you're not. Shit. No, like, I'm about to turn 25 in February.
What? I'm almost 30.
I don't even think about it like that though. I don't even mind that. It's still like I just have watched so many people.
Age is literally like not. I don't want to say age isn't a number because that might sound wild nowadays, but goddamn, like
it really does not matter.
I mean, it does. That's what I'm saying.
It does, but
it does, but like time,
in correlation to who you are, it's more. It's not as relevant.
Like on the aspect of time, like okay, time is out of things type shit. Age, like
okay, so this is a crazy concept, like. I was thinking of this, and then I saw a lady, she was explaining it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I really think that's the case. Like, the reason why... Okay, so time is happening. So time is... We use... So right now, we kind of use time as in, like, a one-by-one thing. Like, it's linear kind of thing. But, like, it's really... Everything's happening at the same time. Like, that's the concept of, like... You know, people say time doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. That's what that means. Like, it does exist, but not in the way that we use it.
That we feel like it does.
Yeah, it's just like everything. Basically, everything already happened. Everything, but it hasn't yet. You can. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's.
I'm trying to grasp this.
It's a lot because I feel like me saying that I only feel like that because I know other stuff and I think of other things.
Wait,
so
put me on.
It's not that. It's a lot. It's a lot.
You mean like everything has happened, like it's already like written type shit, but we just
kind of,
like,
but not really.
If that
so
is
like,
the way thing.
Okay, so basically, I feel like you still have the potential to do. So everything you do right now is gonna affect your future, basically. Mm. So if you, so like. But that's what it means by it's happening at the same time, because if what you're doing right now is going to affect what happens in the future. Like, say I had a choice. I could have stayed at home or I could have did this podcast. Mm. If I had stayed at home, my future probably wouldn't look the same as if I came and did this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, quite literally, after we're going to talk and then make connections and then I'm going to do something. But had I not done any of that, it would be complete. So that's what I mean by, like, you still have choices. You still have everything can be whatever you want it to be, but it's that way because it allows you to do that, if that makes sense. Because if it like,
I'm there with you.
If it was as linear as they say it is, you really wouldn't have as much power to change that stuff because you wouldn't
have a choice.
Basically, it's not as fluid. It's kind of like you're jumping into boxes. Like every second you're jumping into a new time box. But you're in a spectrum, so you're flowing through the time as it's happening, so it can still change. You're not just hopping from like... It's like when you... Like, there's a visual that the lady was... When she was explaining it in her words, because she found these CIA documents that she was studying. They've studied this stuff and it's real. And there are
conversations me and my friends be having, like
literally, like there are CIA documents that are on the internet that you can look up, and
that people don't believe.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, they have studied this
Why? 'Cause
stuff.
it's on the internet?
There are real papers from the government and from scientists and from people that have studied this stuff that have created reports and all of these things around consciousness and all of these things. So basically she was talking about
You might want to blur this part out, though.
oh no, this was on TikTok, and trust me, a lot more people are going to see what she was talking about, and she was going way more in depth than I was. So like it's online, it's public information, so I'm not even really, I'm barely scratching the surface of this stuff, but like just the time thing, and it's a lot of stuff you can get into if you look into it, because she actually are you into like the chakras and stuff? Do you have crystals and all that stuff? Oh, you wearing a crystal?
Yeah.
What kind is that?
Aquamarine.
Okay, aquamarine. I can't remember.
If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be helpful for the throat chakra, like communication.
Is it green?
It's like a mix of like kind of like a teal, purple.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense
like
then.
This. Could see. I don't know if you can see the purple shine through.
I think so.
Grayish purple.
Like a because it looks on the. That's interesting. Because when the light passes through it, it looks differently. Or maybe it's because you were holding it up on the projector. I don't know. I can't see.
What they be doing on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
when they focus the camera, I'm weak. So like, what are you trying to do? So you
everything.
That's
the problem.
Yeah, I find that too. Like I've been trying to really.
I don't want to be what they say, a master of all trades,
a jack of all trades.
Jack of none.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, master of none. So like when it comes to designing and styling, it's like okay, because if people really think about, well, people do think about it, but it's not as common as you would think it should be, if that makes sense. Like a lot of people will, I need a stylist, but then they'll also need technically a designer or a seamstress or a tailor. So when you have both of those in one, which better. There are a lot of us, you feel me? So like that literally makes things so much easier.
That's the thing. Like I was thinking about that, so I was trying to navigate just having the ability to do a lot of different things, and the interest is there. It's true. Like I genuinely am interested in a lot of different things. But how do you just pick one thing and use all the skills to do the one thing?
All right, for you, I could think of just from the fact that I know that you make music and make beats now, right?
I do. I literally, I'm interested. I've done everything. Like I've literally done everything at this point.
So from the point of just those two things.
Yeah.
From the fact that how I said, all right, a stylist and designer, how those can like be in one at the same time. Like it's like I don't have to pick one. I can be a stylist, but also design. Or sell for my clients.
Yeah, because in music,
but for you, I was about to say you could literally be an artist and make all of your beats, or make all of your beats and other people's beats. Or you could literally be a producer, only make beats, and then all right, I'm hopping on one person's song, but I got a feature for what? Like I don't know how much they charge. Like so make it 3 bands, or I don't know. Like,
do you know how like Tyler makes his music and stuff? How he kind of hand picks people for these. I want to get there. I want to get to a point where like I know what I want, and I know what I want these songs to sound like. Let me go recruit this person, because their voice is gonna sound so good on this one part, or like I want to hear him say this thing this way, because his voice is gonna do it like I want it. That's where I'm really trying to get to. But like once I'm in a better flow, I can put more music out. But like, man, it's just taking me a long time to learn all this stuff, because at first I was producing, and then I'm like, dang, I really want to hop on a track. So then I buy the mic and stuff, and it's like, wow, a whole nother thing that I have to learn, because it's not that easy like at all to understand how to edit to record the audio and get the right stuff. And it's so now I feel like I'm at a point where, okay, I can make a beat on command basically, and I can, you know, I can like I've been writing. That's what I first started doing. Like I was writing like remixes to like Wiz Khalifa songs and Rihanna songs and shit. Like as a joke, like I would make these like food reference songs, but with the lyrics from the song, like just weird, just really weird shit. But that's all. I didn't have a laptop and didn't have any equipment, so like I would just.
What were you doing on like your phone?
I would just write.
Oh, just write.
I think I recorded on my.
When was your first time that you recorded?
In college, like literally a few years ago. That was my first time. Like I actually, and that was after I started making beats. So I was making beats, and then I was like, it would really be nice to. I just felt like, man, I really want to be on it. So then I started learning. So I think I first recorded. It was like 2019. The beginning of 2019. No. 2020. The beginning of last year. That was my first song that I recorded. So I haven't been recording for that long, but I just am very particular about what I like and what I want. So yeah. But so you just want to stick to the designing and the styling.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing else. Well, I mean, I would say I do other things like create. Like I do paint sometimes, but I'm not like paint. Shout out to Rain. Like when I say paint, it made me think of Rain.
Oh, okay, yeah, we were just talking about.
Yeah, shout out to Rain. But yeah.
Do you want to do it for other? Do you still want to like keep clients, or do you want to have like your own brand type of thing that you sell? Or
I have a brand. I just haven't been selling.
Okay.
Or I haven't been putting out. My bad. I put it out. Anything for maybe. I haven't put out anything for maybe a year now.
Okay.
But I'm definitely putting out something this fall.
Okay.
Winter.
Are you already working on it? Or are you like?
Yes,
okay.
I'm about to start accepting pre-orders for like the ski mask, like the face mask. I actually have like some. No, I don't know if it's in my bag, but I might have one in my bag. But yeah, ski mask or like like the face mask that you can wear like as a ski mask. And what else? I have like some hooded ones I'm also gonna do, but a limited amount. And then sweatsuits for the winter.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say right now.
Okay, that's all you're gonna say right now.
Definitely one of ones always.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always make one of ones.
Okay.
It's just if I decide to sell it, because some stuff, if it's in my size,
you're gonna keep
I get attached to it. I'm like, this is too hard. I'm not selling this.
That's how I feel about. I feel like if I were to sell vintage clothes, which I've thought about it, and I've sold things. I've sold a lot of different things, but I really don't want to give the clothes up because I like them too much. So It's like, unless it's not, if it's in my size, like it's really hard for me to give something up that I like. It's easy if it's not in my size because I'm like, well, I can't wear this shit anyways. Like I want to, but you can always sew it and like kind of make it your size. But sometimes I will buy things. Like I have done this where I say, well, I'll tailor this, and I never do. So I think I pulled back on that, so I don't do that as much anymore. But yeah,
I'm definitely into like the creative side of like throwing shows, because my first show I threw myself,
like house shows,
like fashion shows.
Oh, fashion shows. Okay.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, it just felt good.
What was that like?
It was like cool, like to see something that you just put together.
So did you?
It came out the way you wanted to.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But it's like not from the ground.
Especially a show. The shows are hard. Fashion shows are hard. Like I was
but this one was like a different one. It wasn't like something that we really had to like too much for hers. It was like we did it in Richmond, like in the mid. This was like maybe 2 years ago, like in the middle of Broad Street, like on the median type of it. Like,
really?
Yeah, like you know what I'm talking about, like in the median.
I'm trying to remember because I was there. I was there.
You was at the show?
I was in Richmond. I used to live in Richmond for like.
I'm about to say you was at the show.
No, I'm like.
It was at Circle. Shout out to Circle Thrift.
Circle Thrift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, so we did part of the show. Well, we did one part of the show inside, and the models walked basically from the back of the store.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they started in the back and then they walked to the front and they all walked out the door. So like
I
the model
really think I know what you're talking. I don't think I was there, but I know what you're talking about.
It's on my page, so I don't know if
Maybe
you, like,
I'll look
saw
at
it
it
on my
and
page or something.
Well, no. I was in fashion school, so like I was.
You went to VCU?
Yeah.
They probably like I don't know.
I
I used to do
heard
stuff with a lot of VCU models. Like
yeah.
one of the models that wasn't a lot of the models that were in there went to VCU.
They probably did.
Like
I was probably in class with some of those.
What's
people.
his name? I want to say Daniel.
Daniel.
What is his Instagram? He models. He models all the time. He always does photo shoots.
I might know
he modeled
his face.
for me like 3 times.
Oh, for real?
Who else? Nia
light skin?
Yeah, Nia.
I know her, yeah.
Shout out to Nia.
Yeah.
Who else walked for me? There was a Brian that walked for me. I believe he went to VCU.
Brian with the hair, with the, he had twists.
He
kinda
went to
brown
VCU.
skin.
He was like kind of tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. That's so crazy.
The guy, he was at one of the shows we were recently at. I want to say his Instagram is like Slender or something like that.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know his name.
With the
I be knowing people's Instagrams if I don't know that, like, I'll see them in person all the time, but it's like I don't know this person's
I don't know his name, and I've never known his name, so that's why it's not coming to me. But
yeah,
I know
he walked for me.
About.
That's okay. I do know his name, but I just can't think.
You
about
should.
It. I'm sorry.
You was.
I'm sorry.
But he don't have his name on anything, so it's not like you were just.
Yeah, I know it though, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, I care. I might have heard his name.
Or I feel like I heard it
once, but I don't remember his name.
Who else though? It's a lot of people. I feel like you know probably the whole list of people.
A lot of people that you're talking about.
Who else? I want to look at my page now. But yeah, that show was dope. But I want to throw another one.
Yeah.
Really soon in the 7-5 though, somewhere. I want to find a rooftop. I don't want to say too much, but I feel like I've already spoke about it before. I said I want to do a rooftop show.
Rooftop, that's pretty fire.
But even maybe a different one, like the same way I did it, kind of like at Circle, like outside.
Yeah.
On the street.
Like some sort of like makeshift like.
Or even think of like how the place where they had the EDL Fest and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
that was a
out
good place.
there.
Yeah. It's not too big.
And it's different.
Open.
Like they could just walk and the people could stand on the side or whatever. Like,
yeah, like it can. I'm a fan of that, of like the
just different shit.
Yeah, kind of like the pop up type of model stuff, or even just.
And I like the traditional ones too. Like, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's fun to just come up with shit. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looked like picture wise, it looks good too. Like to take pictures in a different type of atmosphere, because it's like, oh, what is that like?
Or even just doing what you want. Like it can be something random as fuck, and people can be like, why is this fashion show at a construction site? But it's like I want it to be, and then it's like niggas come out and it looks dope, and it's like.
And it really could go. It could be.
Or even if it don't look dope to y'all, like to me, just the fact that people came out and my vision came out.
Yeah, no, that's
like, or my model, the models that walked, all of us were happy about it. Like,
yeah,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Not to say that I want people to have a good time, but
yeah,
like when it comes to what you create, I feel like it more matters to it. Because it wasn't even something like, oh, I'm trying to get money from this. Like, it was it literally was actually a donation show. Like,
oh, okay.
People, it was free, but I asked for people to bring in like canned food or like old clothes and stuff like that. Like, you know.
That's what's up. So we're probably gonna wrap it up, but I usually like to close with some random questions. So
let's go.
If you could design for anybody right now, what would you make for them, and who would it be?
A designer or artist?
No, artist.
We got to go male and female, because that's hard to just bring one.
You got that many? You don't have a top like ultimate. Like,
I can't decide one like between male and female.
Okay, so let's do.
So I have to say.
Okay, let's do both. Let's do like one guy, one female.
Okay. Guy. Oh, that's hard. Rappers and singers. I can't say thug because I'm just manifesting that already. Like, I'm just already
I
manifesting
mean,
thug.
you can say that because if that's your top, if that's who you want to.
No, to me, that's like a duh. But like to the world, it's like it didn't happen yet type shit. Like no cocky shit.
What do you mean?
Like thug, I'm saying like in my head, like I'm already going to design for him, so I gotta pick somebody else.
No, I just mean who are you looking forward to the most? Not who's the biggest, but like who in your mind is like, if I could for anybody.
Because when I think
right
of
now.
Making clothes for someone,
Because if it's him,
then, like I could definitely see myself being clothes for him. But some other guy, I don't know. A girl, I would like to make clothes for like. I could see me doing. I feel like it'll be obvious like Tiana Taylor, but I would like to do something for like SZA, like something different for SZA.
Okay.
Like, what was that video she just had? The most recent one? When she was, like, in the shroom field.
Honestly, I didn't watch it. But
Good Days. Good Days. I don't know if any of y'all seen that, but please watch that video. It was a dope visual. But she had, like, a cool little outfit on. But I like to make different stuff, like, because a lot of people would think that I'll only style people in my style, or they'll look at my Instagram and be like, okay, this is what I expect. Yeah, but it's like
I do more.
But also it's my fault because my portfolio isn't on my page right now. So
got you.
If you don't know me, you don't know that
you've done other
or if
stuff.
You haven't asked me like, hey, can you do other styles? Like,
oh, okay. What are the other styles that you do?
I literally will style anything. Like, I'll style a wedding. Like if you have a wedding to go to.
Because for
like,
me, like
if you need everyday wear, like I do personal shopping.
Okay.
Like even if you don't live near me, like you can live across the country, you can live like
and you can still
in
shop.
California, like we can talk on FaceTime, we can do like email, whatever you want.
Okay.
Most likely FaceTime. People aren't
easier.
really doing email too much, but FaceTime. Yeah. And then like virtual styling. Like that's a thing. I don't know if people really are too big on, but it's a thing. Like,
I mean, everything virtual is a thing at this point now.
Yeah.
So I don't even get shocked anymore if you say it's virtual this. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Like if someone, just send them links, they pay you for whatever they need. I've had people that are like 40 years old and they need everyday workwear. Like they need new, like a new set of maybe 10 outfits to wear to work, like a 40-year-old woman or office wear. Like,
oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's okay. I can see that because like somebody that would wear that stuff might look at your page and think,
or not even from everything doesn't come from Instagram. There's like a lot of different. I'll even like put this out there for people that do other things. There's a app called Thumbtack, and it's like if you do anything creative wise, you can be a babysitter, you can be a chef, you could be you can think of anything, clearly like a fashion designer, a stylist, and you put your more likely stylist, but also fashion designers. You can put your stuff up there, like if you do tailoring, like I've done that as well. Like had clients, they need pants tailored or whatever it is, like. So yeah, but it's like an app. You basically have to pay for it though in order to use it, but it's worth it if you are using it.
That's pretty dope.
But like I've got clients off of there. I've had someone hit me up from, I think they went to, I forgot it was one of the colleges in California, and they were like a app developer, or like they were whatever like their major was. They were doing like app development.
Oh, okay.
And they needed, they basically like paid me just to do like a little interview to get information from someone that does fashion related work to help out their app. So you just, it's like, all right, I'm asking you questions to jot down little things that you said to put into this app.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like one of probably 100 people.
Oh, okay.
But it was like $100. So they probably just paid $100.
Oh,
you feel me?
Yeah.
But their school probably funded that shit. So
got you. Okay.
But it was from that app. Like this person found me from there.
That's what's up. I've actually never heard of that app before, so I will check it out.
Definitely. You could put. I'm not sure if music. I don't know how that would work on there, but it might be on.
I mean,
or like maybe I think
I would
producing.
Look. That's what I'm saying. Like I would just look and see because I've done websites. I've done video stuff, like
definitely I can see video and photography being on there, like put your hourly
that's what's up
or whatever.
That's what's up. I'm gonna look into that. But last thing, okay, that was kind of like that kind of would be a good answer for this question, but the question I have is, what would be like one thing? I'll wait for you to. She's dying, y'all.
It's the backwoods.
It's the backwoods. Yeah, it is the backwoods.
I'm sorry. What
What's like one thing that you would tell people? What's like one seed that they should plant in their minds to get started, whatever they want to do? If they're trying to be a stylist, if they're trying to do any type of creative thing, like what's that one thing that they need to do to get started and get going?
One thing you need to do is just to do it. Like, duh. Like,
Duh.
It's literally nothing else to do. Like, no funny shit. It's nothing else to do. Like, whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's you want to be a rapper, you want to be an artist, designer, even if you don't want to do any of those things, like whatever you want to do, like you want to be a game developer, you want to be a doctor, like literally. Well, when it comes to doctor, I can't sit here and say, all right, I'll say that when it comes to anything artistic,
Okay, yeah.
Literally just do it. Or
because really
when it comes to just do it, it's like just at least, okay,
try.
Start looking up whatever it is on YouTube that you can start looking, like if you don't have all the resources to do what it is you're trying to do, like you know, or start saving up for little piece, like invest in yourself, because you always have to invest in yourself for whatever you do. Like
you gonna spend
even if it's not artistically shit.
Yeah, you gonna spend some money somewhere.
And definitely you gotta believe in yourself. Like just, I don't know, you have to educate yourself, believe in yourself, and not let anybody tell you that you can't do what you're trying to do. And you can't need validation either. Like you have to give yourself validation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you'll never get it.
Like there's no celebrity, there's no person that's gonna give you like, you know what I'm saying, like nothing.
You need your own.
Or even if you feel like they do, like a person gives you validation that you feel like you look up to or whatever, like. And I'm about to go on a whole nother topic, so like not looking up the celebrities, like putting them on a different step.
I was just talking to my mom about that. Like they're just regular people, just like us. They're just people that a lot of people happen to like. Literally. So they can still fuck up. They can still make mistakes. They can still be terrible as people. They can literally be terrible as people and have extremely good quality work. So you never know. But
I feel like I went really long into that question.
No. Like that's a good question to go long on, because people need to hear this from multiple people. Because like, you've been clearly it's working. You did it and things are working out for you. I feel like at this point, like
it's always a working process. I'm still got them.
It's not overnight.
Working. Yep.
It's definitely not. It's not like that's. I think that's another thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to be in love with the journey, because like you have to know.
Long.
Yes,
it's long.
You have to know that you're going
even if it's
to
short,
be
it's long.
Yeah, like there's no time. Like the time is not
irrelevant.
We were just talking about time.
Yeah, like literally, because like even okay, say you make a video and you get 1 million views. Like for one, like now you have this whole new set of problems. Like, oh, now you're thinking about, well, I gotta keep these people watching, or so there's always a different angle of like roadblocks that you're gonna have to face, regardless of if people end up seeing your stuff early or not. Like you still got to put the time in for it to be worth it and like last.
10,000 hours.
$10,000 hours. I was about to say, well, $10,000 is that your how much you have in the game now or something?
Shit.
But I feel you. All right, well, thank you for joining us. This was Planting Seeds.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I still have to put out 2 interviews before this. I really gotta get the move on, but it'll be out this month for sure, but I'm about to go eat these donuts and the audience is about to go skate, so deuces.
Hey.